Minecraft, a game many of us grew up with. Back then it felt endless. Now it's just quiet. That quiet, it stays with you, and sometimes it finds its way back. When I play guitar, I see that younger me running home to build another world, not knowing those were the days I'd spend my life missing. It's crazy how this game single-handedly holds so many childhood memories for me. Worlds that used to be just small builds with cousins or friends now feel like forgotten stories waiting to be found again. Today, we'll be exploring East Canje. It was 2 a.m. and my cousin and I decided to launch a Minecraft realm. We played together plenty of times before, but that night felt different. I was a young college student just trying to unwind between assignments, and this was our escape. We stumbled upon what felt like the perfect spot: calm rivers, open fields, and the kind of place that just felt right to make a base. The first thing I started to build here was my home. I've always had a thing for rustic builds in Minecraft, something that feels warm but lived in. The bottom floor had a small indoor doghouse, and the second held all the essentials: crafting tables, furnaces, storage, you name it. And the third floor was my favorite spot, my bed right in front of the biggest window in the house. My cousin built his home just across from mine, a small woodland villa tucked between the trees. Inside he had his utilities neatly set up and a world map we were both working on together that was supposed to mark every little adventure we planned on going on, but we never got to. There was even a tiny brewing station in the corner, and it was our attempt at feeling like pros. And then there was my younger brother's place, a humble little house right above a wheat farm, simple and peaceful, the kind of build that made this world feel alive back then. And just like that, this house on the hill was left behind. Every time I ran through these pathways or looked out from my own window, I'd see that old wooden home, still standing, still waiting. A place that feels like someone should be living there, but isn't, just left to grow quiet with the forest. But that wasn't the end. Even though one house was left behind, my cousin and I pressed on. A farm was needed, and if there's one thing about my cousin, it's that he builds when no one else is online. I'd log off for the night, and when I came back, this incredible farm was just there. And just before we get into the farm, hey guys, if you've been enjoying this video so far, I'd really appreciate it if you left a like. I'm still a growing channel and every bit of support helps me keep going, exploring more worlds, sharing more stories, and making this dream something real. If you'd like to see where this journey leads, consider subscribing. There's a lot more to come. Now, let's get back to the farm. He showed me the staircase, the chest room, our little base of operations in the heart of East Canje. I remember these hallways so clearly. My cousin always had to remind me to start the chest whenever I added something. We'd get way too excited about our automatic cow and chicken farms and spend just as much time running around talking and laughing as we did building. It was here that East Canje really came alive, the moment both our creative sides sparked. After the farm, everything started to take shape. Some of East Canje's most memorable landmarks began to rise. The first being the East Canje Keep, another one of my cousin's surprises, a beautiful tower standing tall, keeping a watchful eye over our village. It became a reminder of how far we'd come, and a quiet symbol of everything we built together. Next, we had the Essequibo Boathouse, a small rustic base where we kept all our boats, simple but perfect. I still remember pulling back into it after a long trip across the Minecraft oceans. That quiet relief of being home again, inventory full, ready to unload and rest. We were always losing boats somehow and constantly having to replace them, and every time we came back we'd rush to the furnace just to cook fish before heading out again. It's always felt peaceful here, like the village itself was welcoming us back. Next, we had one of the true centerpieces of East Canje, a build made purely for fun. A pirate ship calmly docked along our piers. It had its own wheel, a captain's quarters, and stood as a proud silhouette against the town skyline. We even tried turning the lower decks into a villager market, and believe me, getting those villagers onto this boat was not easy at all. And finally, one of the most memorable landmarks of East Canje, Sham's Rum Shop. A small scenic bar built by my cousin tucked right beside the pirate ship. I remember him proudly showing me the counter and how he'd used random Minecraft items to mimic plates, bottles, and even little stoves. It wasn't just a build, it was an escape, a quiet corner of our world where creativity met comfort. But all these amazing builds led to this day. I remember it like it was yesterday. Time moved on. We came and went from the server, logging in for a few hours here and there. I was halfway through building a subway station. We had plans to expand East Canje, make it bigger, brighter. But the night I finished that tunnel, my cousin and I logged off. And we never came back. As grand as East Canje once was, it became the loneliest town in the world. A place where the farms still grow, the lanterns still burn, but nobody's left to see them. And East Canje simply became one of the worlds we forgot. Hey, thank you for making it to the end of my video. I'm hoping to turn this into a series where we can document old Minecraft worlds and really just capture them so they're not lost and forgotten. That being said, if you'd like me to explore your world next, comment explore below. I'd love to make your world the focus of our next adventure, just like how this world was. And if you enjoyed this journey, please leave a like and subscribe. I'm still a growing channel and your support really does mean the world to me. There's so much more to explore and this is just the beginning. Have yourself a good day. Goodbye.